Hi everyone, it's me, Miss A. I hope you guys are well. I'm feeling good, if you wanted to know. Like, I'm feeling really great actually. So let's just get right into the video because we don't really need to, chit chat too much. But I do want to provide a bit of background behind what inspired this video. So some days ago, I kind of stumbled across an old audio recording of myself from around this time last year, and child, let's just say your girl she was having a moment. Like, it was really all of the feels and stuff like that, and I highly doubt I'm including it in this video. I wanted to for like some type of, a little razzle dazzle, but no, I think I'm gonna work on something. I'm not saying much, but for now we're just gonna sit down and chat and just think about something, share some thoughts, because like I said in my last video, I don't really do things for a conclusion, because I believe, we're always learning. So we can have an idea, we can talk about it, and then like we forget about it, and then like months pass by and we remember, oh, this was this, and wow, let me add this onto it. You get the vibe? Like, yeah, that's the vibe over here. But anyways, as I reflect and listen to the audio, it's crazy how vividly I still remember what that moment was like. But one thing that it did highlight to me, like the difference between 2022 Miss A and 2023 Miss A, is like my relationship with escapism. Sometimes when we think of escapism, we're obviously thinking about running away from reality, which is true. And honestly, sometimes I think we need to do that because Earth can be a bit ghetto and overwhelming. But there's such a thing as escaping from yourself, running away from yourself. And a lot of the times when we do this, the most obvious or the easiest ways people escape is through things that are kind of external to us. There's some that immediately come to mind. You think of people that do like mad drugs and like drinking and all of that, and then there are more subtle ways of escaping. They can be, through using other people. I won't get into the details of that because I'm very passionate about that topic, and I don't want to offend nobody, because I know people are on a new wave in this generation. So yeah, some people escape through people, some people use more, like even more subtle things like food and stuff like that. The main word we want to think about when we talk about unhealthy escapism and like flightiness is numbing. Numbing basically meaning you're trying to not feel anything. It's like sometimes it gets overwhelming, right? And the crazy thing about these substances or these activities that we use to numb ourselves is that it's so easy to start lying to ourselves why we're doing certain things. We can tell ourselves, oh, we're just doing this for fun. And you know what? I understand that and I recognize that, and I know it can be true. And at the end of the day, if you're an adult, you can make your own decisions. But if you, like me, you want just peace and joy, peace, wholesome vibes, a calm life and stuff like that, our actions need to align with what we're striving towards. We need to stop treating our bodies like they're graveyards, because when we add on things to escape and we numb ourselves, energetically we're still holding on to the things that we're trying to run away from. And there's only so much waste and toxins that your body can have, and this is going to manifest in different ways. Some people, they live crazy lives, like they do crazy things involved in all types of scandals and whatnot. And then like later on, they're getting really sick. They're having all of these health issues and all of this and that. It's the way of your body kind of translating the energetic like density of holding on to so much, bearing so much. It starts manifesting it physically through physical symptoms. So right now, what we're going to work on is shifting from escapism to emotional transmutation. one thing I love about words is the power of words, okay? Because I don't know whether it's just me, but transmutation sounds a bit like, you got a bit of power. You're a bit strong, you know what you're doing. Like, it's like almost like a warrior spirit. Like, we're moving on, like no matter what happens, like we're rising above it. And I think sometimes being very like flighty and can sometimes be a reflection of us thinking that we're weak and we're not capable of going through certain things and facing like our fears, for example, or facing certain emotions and stuff like that. One thing I'm starting to believe is that everything is I don't want to say perfect because it's the wrong word, but I think there's something intentional about God's creation, yeah, and the way life works, and like our existence here is not a mistake, right? And because of that, if we're here on earth right now, but we know that we go through trials and tribulations and stuff like that, don't you think we've obviously been designed to be able to handle those situations? Now, I do want to clarify, when I say that we're able to handle situations, I'm talking about the trivial events that go on in our lives, the everyday human experience of experiencing things that anger us and make us sad or make us whatever. I'm not applying this to more major and serious topics like abuse or anything like that. That's a whole different ball game, and to be honest, I don't have answers for everything. I'm just talking about my experience of practicing this for something that is a lot more within my own sphere. I do also want to highlight the importance of still remaining compassionate towards yourself, even if you were involved in things that were destructive, because the chances are, whilst you were going around numbing yourself, your intention probably wasn't to hurt yourself, right? In most cases, it wasn't. But with that being said, we can still turn our lemons into lemonade. And that is like the whole point of emotional transmutation, is turning something that is like so sour, so bitter, and like just hard to have by its, just to handle and take in, and turning it into something sweet and delicious and refreshing. That example is actually really great, and I'm now realizing, because sometimes what we need to do is we need to take something that's inside of ourselves and create something outside, which is kind of like the whole thing of turning a lemon into lemonade, like, the processing and stuff like that. Anyways, you catch my idea. When you turn a lemon into lemonade, you need to remove the peel, strip it down, put it in the blender or the juicer or whatever. Break it down. Then you add your sugar. Then you add your whatever things they add into lemonade. I don't know. And then you get this product. Emotional transmutation is kind of very similar. Let's say you're feeling angry. We need to strip this down. This is the first layer. This is the kind of the intellectualizing part of why we feel angry. Say like, I feel angry because my sister stole my pencil, right? This is going to be a very silly example, but listen to what I'm laying down. Don't worry about the details. A lot of people stop at that point, right? You've intellectualized it. You put a reason, but that's not processing. Just because you put logic to something and you put words to something, it doesn't mean that you've still expressed it. Like, your body, like, listen, those emotions are very physical, right? It's a physical feeling. That's how you know you're feeling angry or sad or whatever. So if you're feeling angry, you got like, I don't know, when I'm angry, I personally feel a lot of heat. It's like my heart is on fire. Like, I feel, oof. I feel it deep. The point is, you want to get that energy, this heat out of you, process it, turn it into something else, manufacture it, Obviously, I'm going to talk about what I've experienced and what I've known. There's different ways to transmute emotions and energy, so many ways. The world is your oyster, explore. But for me, it's always been creativity. It's always been doing something physical with my body. Like, expressing yourself is kind of like fueling. It's like a fuel. Use it as petrol. If I'm feeling angry, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna dance the hell, like put on some good music. Put on a song like "Don't Hurt Yourself" by Beyonce. You just want to allow your guard down, and that's the whole point. And I think someone who's a really good example of this, because listen, child, when I tell you guys how many times I filmed this video, you've seen the outfit change, right? I'm really struggling. It must be something must be going on. Someone who I kind of admire, who I think is like almost like the perfect embodiment of what I'm trying to say, is Kwesi Arthur. If you guys do not listen to Kwesi Arthur, I need you guys to jump on board, because what I love about his music and the songs is that, you know, you can tell like he's really genuinely expressing himself. Like energy does not lie, right? You can tell like what he writes and what he raps about, what he sings about is pure and genuine, and that's like really what he felt. But what I like about him is how like there's this feeling of, it's almost like a spiritual experience listening to him. Listen to the song Nirvana, right? It's like he acknowledges like, yo, I'm going through this, I went through this, and this is what has happened, and I felt this way. But, you know, because of this being able to express himself, he's still gonna find Nirvana. And that's what I'm trying to lay down, guys. Emotional transmutation is like our way of finding our inner Nirvana through expressing, so that, you know, things aren't being buried inside and, you know, causing other types of problems like I mentioned. But it's also turning this chaos inside of us into something. So yeah, basically guys, that's all I have for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and you were able to take away something good from it. We don't have to be tired and bogged down by the emotions all the damn time. So yeah, anyways, that's it for now. Bye guys.